Burning. We live, baby.
You.
Okay. So we might not be live on Instagram, but hold on, wait. Yeah, I ain't figure out the Instagram part. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live. If you are here, go ahead and hit share. Drop us a comment. Tell us where you're watching from so we can shout you out. Jupe, you can go ahead and drop your links in the chat if you would like to. Thank you so much for joining me today. So excited. I'm out here in the yard. I'm on Front Street in Georgetown. The weather is so beautiful. Like, I'm so happy for fall. It's my favorite time of the year. It's a little brisk, so I got my little fleece on and stuff. I'm gonna have to start pulling out my hats because my head be cold. My head be cold sometimes. But yes, Duke, thank you so much for getting on with me today. How are you doing?
I am doing good. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be on this chat with you today. Something different, something new.
Yes.
So it's a good to be here.
Something different, something new, something different, something new. I thank you for doing something different and new with me. Um, I know like a lot of times as a creator, you're a photographer, you make movies and films, you like to be behind the camera, capturing the stuff, but it's good to get in front of the camera sometimes too, so people can see you and get to know you and your work. So yes, thank you for sure for coming on today. What you been up to this week?
Editing, always. Never end.
Editing, yes.
Yeah. But for the most part, that's it. Just editing. I had some great photo shoots the last couple of weeks. And so I'm getting
Mm.
those out and just in that groove, literally just click, click, click to the next, click, click, click type stuff.
Word. You been on location anywhere fun lately?
I one of the shoots that I did was for an event in Atlanta, actually, sex and self care event, which was really great.
Okay.
It's ran by four, well, not four. It's ran by a group of Black women and a brother, I believe. And so, just they had an amazing sort of spread, beautiful
Mm.
community, very like sex and health positive. So it was just really great to be in that type of event where people were celebrating our bodies as well as like kind of just being in the community space as us as Black folks. So I really enjoyed that.
Okay, that definitely sounds interesting. Is it something that you're going to be able to share later online, or was it like private? They have to release it themselves.
I'm gonna let them do the initial drop, but it was definitely
Okay.
open community space. And even though the topic was sex, it was family friendly because they were talking about just taking care of your body, preventative tips, health measures. They had testing on site, HIV testing on site. So really, just kind of like the more we talk about this, the more we're able to take care of ourselves and our bodies. So I really appreciated that aspect.
That's dope and necessary. I feel like sex is always a topic that's like really taboo, and
Mhm.
that causes problems, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So I love something different and unique like that. And Atlanta is a place where you're going to find that type of event going on, and it's just like a random Tuesday. Like, I love Atlanta, but where you're right now in where are you, Mississippi?
I'll do
No,
it. I'm out and about.
you're
I'm on
out and
the
about.
I'm in the
Okay,
south.
where are you?
I'm in the
You're in the
south.
South. Yes. Where are you from though in the South?
I'm originally from Albany, Georgia, born and raised. I moved back several times in my adulthood as well. And I'm about I think 4 or 5 generations deep in Albany. So that's kind of where that section of my family is located. And I love to see it. I was literally just there maybe 2 days ago. So I'm like always back and forth
Okay,
between the
I
city.
love it.
Yeah.
So you kind of have like a nomadic lifestyle. Like you just, that has to be such like a good feeling. I always wanted to be able to like, if I could sustain myself with some kind of work that would allow me to like just be going from place to place, like that would just make my heart so happy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's beautiful. I think that's like the traveling aspect has been such a big part of my life the last couple years. And just being able to see different black communities and different spaces has really been like it's been so transformative. You know what I mean? Just to see how different people live in their lives and stuff. It's been absolutely great.
Um,
So
yes, because a lot of your work is like documentary style, like you're kind of documenting everyday life for different people. What can you tell us like about your journey, how you even got into photography, like what first sparked your interest?
yeah, for sure. I was living out in Arizona. Again, just moving about. I was living out in Arizona and I think I was the black community at the time, I mean, still is pretty small. It's the smallest. I've mostly lived in places where black folks are at least half or the majority, and so that was a
Mm,
kind of a culture shock. And so I was trying to find other black folks, and then the queer subset is even smaller than that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what
mm,
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just document all these folks that I know. You know what I'm saying? And share with each other to show that we're here in the area. There are black queer folks that's living out in Arizona. And that really, I'm talking about that kind of tipped me off. Like I was making makeshift, soft boxes and lights and stuff. I was flipping my room, you know what I'm saying, to make it into a studio. So that kind of was the initial spark in terms of picking up a camera. But I always say, like, I learned how to do photography and I learned how to take photos because I learned how to listen from my elders and sitting with them and being in conversation with them and just listening to them talk. And so it taught me how to kind of like just observe and find like the joy and comfort in observing and listening. And I think that's translated over into my photography, especially as of late.
I could definitely see that when I look at the the photos that you did for Sarah in her book release. It's very like it tells a story and it has like historical, it's nature, it's mystical, it's conjure, like it's black, it's super black. Like
Yes, always.
and it, um let's talk about the shoot. We're gonna show some of the pictures later, but I do want to talk about how the shoot even came about.
Mhm.
Because of course you were once again on your nomad tip and I heard you were coming to town. I said, you know what? I got an idea because me and Sarah have been talking about getting some photos done, and we were like, "Oh, I don't know when we can do it. Everybody's so busy." I'm like, at that point, literally days away from going to Ghana.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, that's
I'm
right.
gonna figure something out. I'm like, I told her, I said, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna figure something out. And then I heard you were coming to town, and it was like, okay, things are starting to align. Let me reach out to Jupe right now, see what they gone be doing while they're here in town. And it was like just magic from that point forward. When I reached out to you, like what were your initial thoughts?
I mean, absolutely. I think we talked about it a little bit, and it was kind of the more you said, the more. I mean, the more I was like, yes, absolutely, yes. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely, yes. I think I had we had talked a little bit about like the circumstance, like the kind of the spread,
Mm,
the intention around it, and already just off like GP, I'm like, okay, black person doing some
mhm.
amazing cultural work, needs some support with the photos, I'm already in. Then you start adding in the Gullah Geechee, the cultural background, the shadow work. I'm like, oh, I'm there. Don't even worry about it. I'm there. Just, if you got a place to stay, I'm with it. So I think for me,
For
it was
sure.
the matching of like what the things that we about and the people and the cultures that we love. And so for me, it was like a no brainer, like absolutely is.
It was just like perfect, because this is only like the second or third. Well, I mean, I've coordinated photo shoots for myself, obviously, but this is the second time I'm doing it for somebody else. And I was like, I feel like this is a perfect personality match as far as like the background between Sarah and yourself. I was like, I think this would really work for one, just because of your work being what it is and her work being what it is. It just kind of made perfect sense. And so I was like, I haven't talked to Sarah about this yet, but I'm thinking that we should do some photos like, around the area in nature, something that might be culturally significant in some kind of way. And like that's all I had to say. And you just like from that point forward, like you came, you scouted the locations, like I wasn't even there. That's the crazy part about it. Like I didn't I was just like, okay, I'm trusting y'all to make my vision come to life. And you did it like is an understatement. I was totally blown up. And then y'all, they kept it a secret from me. So whatever they did, I was just in Ghana like, well, I hope it's going well. I don't know what's happening. It was Jupe and Sarah, of course, and then Shakima, which is like that's like she can't even be my right hand man. It's just like the right side of my brain. Like we when we start working together, we're like one person. So I was like, okay, she know what I like. She know what I'm going to expect. She gonna have it, how it need to be. And they didn't even show me the pictures until like after everything was already edited, and I was experience a photo shoot where like every single photo hit, like every single one is like yes, 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 yes. And then it's so many. Like usually in my past experience, you book a photo shoot, they might do like, I don't know, 30 pictures, and then you gotta find whichever 10 you actually like. But with this, it was like hundreds and they were all amazing. Like how many locations did you guys end up doing?
I think we did three. I think we ended up doing three
Okay.
locations. Yeah, yeah. Because we had the big tree. Then we had the let's see, we had the big tree. Then we had the out there by the creek, and then we had the one on the road at night. Yeah.
Okay, yes, those night photos, and that reminds me, we gotta definitely show some of the night photos. You guys, wasn't it like a full moon or a new moon or something at the time?
I believe it was a full moon. Yeah, it was a full moon. Yeah.
Okay, and so y'all got up, like what time was it? Super early or super late to catch the moon?
It was super. I mean, the shoot pretty much was all day. You know what I mean? We had the sort of like the more morning spread, then we had the afternoon, and then yeah, and then we got out. I can't remember what time. It wasn't too late because we was trying to catch it rising. But we
Okay.
was out there. We was out there in them backwoods. You know what I mean? Like running around trying to catch the moon. We wasn't sure, and that whole day, like even it being, in tandem with the full moon, like everything. And I think that's been kind of like something consistent, especially these last couple months. Like us, nature, the elements, like all like moving in
Mhm.
accordance, all moving in rhythm. And we didn't even like we didn't even know if we were going to be able to do the night shoot. And it was like, okay, let's just try. We was trying to drive in the backwoods. The road looked different at night than it do during the day. And we was like,
For
we can't
sure.
have the moon. We turn around and the moon looking at us. You know what I mean? Like it was like, just that synchronizing was beautiful.
Yes, I'm gonna actually put some of these photos up for a brief moment. I might take us down so they can really see it. So I think these were like kind of the start of uh-uh, the evening
Mm-hmm.
type night photos. And also shout out to Sarah. Happy early birthday to Sarah. Tomorrow is her birthday. So it's like we talking her up right at the right time, wishing you
Mhm.
the absolute best, happiest birthday ever.
A happy
Also,
birthday month with that book release too.
yes, I was just about to say book release October 24th. Sankofa Shadow Work, Diaries of a Diasporic Diviner is going to be on the shelves in the bookstores, but you can also purchase it right now as an ebook on Amazon or Barnes and Noble, or you can pre-order it on her website, which is sarahmakiba.com. But yes, y'all, look at these photos. I think I'm going too fast. I want y'all to like really, really see it. We hope that one day they can be displayed like in a really nice venue. They are really just like amazing photos. Thank you so much for your hard work, Jupe.
Not a problem. I think like I was about to say, don't be the other photographers is gonna be they're gonna be like, you be doing too much. And I do, and it's okay because because I think for me it's not necessarily the same as like just a photo shoot. I think it's a documenting process.
Hmm.
I mean, like you're
Hmm.
documenting the full spread of the process. And yeah, I'm so happy when we talked about it and we talked about the things that Sarah was gonna be doing with her book, with her work, with some of the releases, with some of the talks. It was kind of like in my mind already, like, okay, like I want to give you guys like a full package. You know what I'm saying? Some things you
Yeah.
can run with using different circumstances. I was even talking about like one of the advertisements. I could see it. I was like, you know, y'all can have an advertisement up here in the trees, you know what I mean? And Sarah's gonna be down here at the bottom,
Hmm.
laid out for those purposes. And I think that's kind of for us as we're, you know, black and out here doing this cultural work, we have to tend to one another. And I think that was in my thought process. I was like, I want to make sure she has everything that she needs to do the work that she's doing. And then when we got there, the land was just like bet, like y'all want to take some photos. And especially this section down by the creek, like it I feel like the land just kind of like rose up and like welcomed us and became a part of the photo shoot. So I'm really happy
Yes.
thing that happened with this shoot for sure.
Absolutely. It is just a testament to how, like, when you make your vision clear, the universe will align things to make it exactly everything that you envision and more. And this photo right here is like really a good representation of that because shout out to the prop master, Shakima. Like,
Yes, yes.
it's like when you trying to get a thing done, you will just start putting on all type of hats. Like all of a sudden, you a producer, you a prop master, you a stylist. Like it's so crazy because that little table is like a random table that my mom found in a vacant unit in one of the apartments that she managed. And when I was moving in my apartment, she was like, "Oh," because I love like secondhand furniture. I really don't believe in buying a lot of like brand new furniture when there's already existing stuff. But that's just a random table that somebody said they didn't want. It was trash.
It
That
was trash to them. It was
it
trash,
was trash to them.
but it's a
And
beautiful,
now it's
perfect color for the shoe. Everything, yeah.
yes, perfect, perfect with the green in the background, and then that mirror that she's holding is a TJ Maxx find. I love TJ Maxx. I literally just went there last night to stock up on my eyelashes. But when I go to TJ Maxx, like I'm the person that's going to go in every single department, whether I need something or not. And I found that mirror on the clearance rack for like $4. I was like, "Oh, this is cute. I'm gonna get this. I don't know what I need it for, but I'm gonna get it." And it ended up in this photo shoot. Then we got the um,
four
what was you
dollar
gonna
mirror.
say?
I said $4 mirror, and it ended up like almost stealing the show. In the other photo, I was like, "This mirror is
Yes,
hot. It's hot."
yes.
Yeah.
Just random purchases. And then we got the Gullah Geechee New Testament Bible. I don't know if that belonged to Shakima or Sarah. I think it's Shakima's, but interestingly enough, Sarah's family had a
Mhm.
part in bringing that Bible version to life. Like they actually put this Bible into the world in the Gullah Geechee dialect, which is phenomenal. Like that's crazy when you think about it.
Mhm. Mhm. Like to be holding her
Yeah.
ancestors' work, her people's work, like
Yes, like a great,
her
phenomenal
baby.
work.
Yeah, for her people, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, yes. And then we got the sweetgrass basket down there that's like Gullah Geechee History 101. Like it's a beautiful setup. I love it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, well, look at this. And not to mention, like, Sarah is not like a bad subject to have.
No.
Okay, like Miss Mama is just doing her thing, okay, effortlessly,
Yeah.
effortlessly.
And that's something all three of us mentioned. Like there was this sort of like hub, like this little container of energy that like happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think all of
Mhm.
us artists together, the work that we do, like I don't know, something shifted once we got to this section of the shoot. It was like we were in this energetic bubble. And I think it comes through in the shoot. Like Sarah was completely vulnerable, laid it all out. You know what I mean? And you can't ask for
Mhm.
anything better than that. You know, someone who gives themselves to the work that's being done, who completely is. I mean, honest to God, she's really in her own space right now, right? Like this is the
Mhm.
work. She's in the communion that she's in. So like I'm just appreciative to be met in that way. And you can see it in the photos for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I could look at these all day long, like,
All
and there's
day.
hundreds. There's, mind you, I already seen these pictures. I've already seen them multiple times, but it's just definitely like an experience, a story being told, like as you look from one photo to the next, and like each
Mhm.
one is just hit, hit, hit. Yes, yes.
Yeah, there's definitely something magnetic. Like even in the editing process, I'm like this is next level. You know, I don't know what happened here, but I'm grateful for it. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, it can't be explained,
yeah.
but yes. So we will share some more photos with you guys another time. I'm gonna actually I take that back because I feel like there's some stuff that we didn't look at. We didn't really look at the photos. This is just one area that's down by the creek, but there was some really good pictures by this lovely tree that has some kind of historical context that I'm not really fully aware of. I don't know if you know about it.
I'm not sure at all. I just know they showed up. You know, it is. There was a part when we were initially getting started, and we were, you know, kind of doing the original, the first test shots and trying to get situated.
Mhm.
And there was a moment I think I like offered to Sarah that you know she commune with the tree, talk to the tree about you know her book, her work, things, just sit with the tree. And after
Mhm.
that, it just went up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she said. I don't know what was said to the tree. But the tree showed up as well. And there's a couple photos in there. You can kind of see the ancestor popping out of the tree, which is something that I really love and appreciate. And but it I mean, so generous. The tree was so generous with its energy, with this magnitude, with this healing. And so I'm grateful for that too, with this particular section of the shoot.
Yes, very, very powerful. Like you can definitely feel the energy through the photos. Look at her. We got some serious shots, some silly shots. And y'all were having fun. Y'all were
Yeah.
having so much fun.
Yeah, I think that's something we talked about too in the aftermath of the shoot, was talking about how there were many parts of Sarah's self that showed up like through the ages from
Mhm.
young to future to past. And I think it's kind of in Sarah's work, she talks a lot about the South as a portal. And I think that's something that was kind of shown here too, like stepping into this portal place with nature, with our ancestors, with everything that's around us, and being in that intimate space with them. And I think if you enter into that space, like I said, they show up. It just there was something that clicked. And this tree, I think, revealed itself to us and just became, you know, co-conspirators in this shoot. Like we was all in it. It was more than just the three of us out there. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
For sure. I love this one because it's like she face to face with the tree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see our little notes we were making. Lovely.
Hmm. I think there's some down there with. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, these.
Yeah.
This section. Yeah.
I love these with I think these are called weeping willows. And it's almost like a portal right here. Like, I would love, I don't know if you do this type of editing where like it's like they take a photo like this, but then like they kind of reimagine it where it's like let's say they turn this little hole in a tree into some type of portal and
Oh
like
yeah, yeah. More the graphic design too.
yeah. I will be I feel like these photos could like be repurposed so many times.
Absolutely. Oh, and then we brought out the machete as well.
Oh yeah, is that what that is in her hand?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Love it. Also, you made a really nice I guess it's kind of like a almost a recap video of the shoot
Mm-hmm.
that has been like getting so many views. I still get notifications about that video. It's been like 2, 3 months. And people are still like liking, loving, sharing that video because it is really, really nice.
Yeah,
And you put a really nice music on there. I never had heard of that song.
yeah, yeah.
But
I believe it was Marlena Shaw. Um,
mm,
who has a that album Woman of the Ghetto is so politically relevant right now. One of the tracks from that, I think it's that album or another one. But yeah, I mean, even that, like the infusion, I really love that reel. Like I'm talking about, just watched it over and over and over again, and we'll definitely be resharing
mhm.
Heritage Month, which also happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so I will definitely be resharing that reel. And because like I said, like all of those elements, I think that's something I'm tapping into now too, like more of my video work, more of my photography.
Mhm.
And even the camera that I got because it was supposed to be one of the best cameras to use for video and photography. And so I think
Mhm.
those elements I want to merge as I continue to kind of figure out the ways that I want to communicate the things that I see.
Yes, I would love to see you doing like a film. Oh, here goes some more. Yeah, there's so many pictures. Like there's so many. I want to show y'all all of them because they're just so good.
The mirror.
I love
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
The mirror was like, let me get some shine. Let me show y'all a little something. I'm not just a little $4 mirror from TJ Maxx. Cute. And then what happened? The reflection from the creek as well in the background. Like, uh, your mind. I love how your mind works to even think to take photos within the mirror.
Yep. We opened up that portal. Open up
Right.
that portal
Exactly. Exactly.
for sure. And I like I was saying, like I think the spiritual element, cultural element, things that can be done with mirror work, like all of these things show up in this particular photo set. And like it's such a powerful, I don't know, just something about that mirror really like drew me in. And even in this
Mm,
photo, I love how like the mirror is like at the base of the tree and you can kind of have the limbs sprawling out from the top of it.
yeah.
With the other original like mirror, the river, you know what I'm saying, like these things reflecting back to ourselves.
Hmm.
It's just so many things that are moving in this photo. Like all these photos give me chills still. Like every
It's
time I see them they give me chills.
yeah, it's just so deep. And then I think it's something about the contrast of the gold against the green and then the browns. Like I don't know. It's like it's almost like a painting. Like
Mhm.
that's what I get when I see these green backgrounds, the colors, like ah, it's so good. Got the tambourine. Is that a tambourine?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and this is when we were getting into the
absolutely.
night shoots. Ah. which I
Y'all
love.
did. Y'all did this. This is like an ad in Vogue is given to me. Like
Thank
amazing. This is like when the moon was coming up, right?
you. Yep, yep,
On the
yeah.
dirt road. South Carolina definitely does have some beautiful scenery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I tell people like South Carolina and Georgia, some of my two favorite landscapes. Like it's just so lush, you know what I mean? So rich, those hues, them reds, the clay reds, the greens, like the
Mhm.
skies. I love it. I love it.
This I love. I don't know if this is like, how did you make this like
Ah,
the double vision? How did you
yeah.
do
Oh
this?
yeah, yeah. Yes, no, Sarah really did. Thank you. And also shout out to Sarah and Kima for sure out there with the mosquitoes. Tearing
Listen,
everybody up. I think Sarah said there was a one at her though, but the rest of us they was tearing up. But this one, yep, all of these are intentional. It's something I love to do with night shoots. Which is
mm,
kind of, especially for this one, it was like this double body multiplicity of selves experience, right? Like we're literally out here in the full moon. We've been in this
mhm,
zone all day, and it just seemed appropriate for the night shoot. To sort of like this spiritual selves where we have our physical present, but then there's the other selves that we have, you know what I mean, that surround us
mhm.
as we move through
Yeah.
life, interact with other people's spiritual selves, as well as the way that our ancestors are also like over our shoulder as well. So for these, like that was sort of once we got there, and I had a vision originally, and then once we got there, it was like, oh, okay, there's something else happened here.
Yeah.
Let me respond to the energy that's happening here. And so this was kind of and Sarah was also coke. So in these, you can't. I think you can see it in a few ones down the way, but Sarah's also like moving so that we can get this sort of like longer exposure. We hit the light here and then she would move over this way. So like there's Sarah's also like participating in this as well.
Okay. So this is not just like you doing something with the camera. It's her actually, it's like
Mm-hmm.
live action shots
Yep,
almost.
yep. Like this, I didn't do
Oh,
no digital editing to this other than like bring the pot. Like this is what the camera caught.
wow. That's talent. I
Yeah,
love this because it's like, it's multidimensional, like, especially on this one, because it's like she kind of watching herself from the back. It's like I got my own
yeah.
back. Like,
That's right. That's right. That's
yes.
right. Because you're not just dealing with what you see in front of me. You dealing with, what I'm saying, multiplicity. You know what I mean?
Everything,
Yeah,
everything that's coming behind me, everything that came before me. Yeah, I love these photos.
yeah, yeah.
Now, what is this? What this strike of light across?
So we were doing some experimental work here as well. Like this is actually a candle. That
Oh,
yeah, Kima actually was walking across with the candle, walking in a circle around with the candle. And this is something that like I said, like just flowing with the energy, you know what I mean? Like I think there's especially over the eyes, I think there's a little bit of mysticism. I think there's a little
mhm,
bit of like ritual to it. You know what I mean?
mhm,
And
mhm,
so I think for these, I wanted to play around a little bit more because sometimes the photos are really direct, like, oh, take a picture, this is a good picture. And then I think sometimes we can use photography to like explain the spirit that we feel or explain
mhm.
the spiritual environment that we feel around us. And so this is kind of on that tip where it's not necessarily like a direct photo, but we're experimenting with light, with ceremony and things like that.
That is very beautiful and unique. I love this. Yeah, y'all did this. I know
Uh,
when I was talking. Oh, no, bad.
oh, no, I was saying on the other ones, I think there's one. It's kind of hard to see when it's back, but there was one where like I think there's three. I don't know if it's coming up
Mm.
or behind, but there's like three. And it's really dope, I think, too. Just again, I think actually it's one of these where the face is blurred, and it becomes less about like the
Hmm.
the details and more about the energy of what's moving. Yeah, these three right here. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
and what actually happens when you're entering into that spiritual space. Like it's not gonna always be this, nice filtered, this, that, and the third. It's
yeah.
amorphous, is liminal, is it's something else. It changes shape.
I love that. Is she holding a candle in this
The
picture?
candle.
It looks
Yep.
like
Yep.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But then, like, it could be edited to look like she's holding a ball of light.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Look at my commentary on the side. These were my like little notes when I was seeing the pictures for the first time, y'all. I was like so stoked about it. I was like, oh my God. I think
Yeah.
that was the end. But yeah, y'all gotta definitely keep your eye out for Jupe. Yeah, Yolanda D said these need to be in the gallery for sure.
Oh my
Absolutely.
yes.
Yes, agreed. It needs to be in a gallery. It needs to be, you know what would be nice? What they call it? A coffee table book.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? It'd be like these
Yeah,
big books. Ooh, that would be so nice.
for sure.
Yeah. Sarah's here. Hey, Sarah, girl, star of the show.
Yes. Oh, they said
Big
we.
celebrity. What did they say?
I think it's with the volume.
Oh, wait, you can't hear me? Which one? Who can't you hear? Oh, what happened? They can't hear us. That's interesting. I mean,
Oh, the other said it.
can y'all hear us now? I
Sarah
don't know
heard
what
us.
happened.
Yeah, I'm like Sarah
Okay,
heard.
okay, okay. Shakira said she can hear us too. Yolanda, I don't know what happened, hon. Everybody else can hear us. But thank you for being attentive and engaging and alert, keeping us on point. We appreciate that. Yes.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who came. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for supporting, for sure.
Yes, we appreciate it. This has been so fun. Like I had to do something a little bit different because managing a podcast when you have like a billion and one jobs is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I had to go a little slightly different route, doing some live sessions, which has been really fun. I'm really enjoying that. But I do actually have some official podcast recordings set up in the near future. So I'll talk about that for just a second. On October 25th, I'm going to record an episode with a rapper out of Charleston, South Carolina named Ready Red. I met them in Atlanta when I first actually came back from Ghana. And real cool people, very down to earth. We actually, me and Kima went and met them for like, what was it like, lunch or dinner or something a couple weeks ago. Good vibes, good energy. So we're doing a recording on the 25th here in Georgetown, and we actually want people to come out and watch us record. Pick it up, kick it with us, chat with us. We're gonna have a few little light refreshments and just to network with some people. It is a private event because we're going to be recording, so we can't have 100 people. I'm going to send out some invitations this week to a few people that I think would be interested, that I think can benefit from being in the room. So looking forward to that and some other stuff in the works. Also, thank you again to you, Jupe. You let me know about an opportunity to work with an amazing organization called Crack Tea out of Savannah, Georgia. And they do really good work. Being that it is Gullah Geechee History Month as well as Hoodoo History Month, they are documenting the lives of Black grandmothers in the Low Country. And so I am working with them and doing that. I got one interview under my belt. I have another one scheduled for Sunday, and I'm super excited and just blessed to be able to participate in that because our history is important. It needs to be documented, it needs to be kept alive. We need to be talking about it, and we need to be able to tell it for ourselves. So I feel like just blessed to even be a part of it. And I got to sit down with someone who is a close family friend, also was like my teacher in kindergarten, and it was just great to like just hear about her life and go into her home and feel the energy. It was a home that she actually inherited, since we talk about inheritance a lot lately. So it's just been like a really blessed year, to be honest. Like so many good things, like one after the other, that I could not have imagined this time last year. This is where we would be right now. So I'm super blessed and fortunate. So that's my little spill about what's coming up for me. Jupe, what you got planned in the near future?
Child, I don't know. I got I never know. I feel like anybody who knows me there, I'm like, I don't know what's happening tomorrow. But I do have some shoots that I'm excited to release. So for Hoodoo Heritage Month, I'm like dropping different photos from different, like the last however many years I've been doing photos.
Hmm.
Just documenting Black culture, Black Southern culture. And like I said, they're not all gonna be like these, aesthetic photo shoots. There's some of them are just, the first one I posted was one of my favorite portraits of my neighbor, Mr. Joe. The second one was one of my cousins, you know what I'm saying, at the family
Hmm.
reunion. So just these sort of like cultural and community and some events that I've taken, just documentation. So I'm gonna be posting those. I also have a shoot drop that I have from I recently did a shoot, I think this past Sunday, that I'm releasing as well. And then some of my own work. I'm starting to get into, I guess, self documentation a little bit.
Hmm.
Probably like talking more about myself, my life. I actually had a beautiful conversation with the one, was it just yesterday or the day before? Just about realizing how much of my upbringing was sort of a capsule in the Black Southern experience. So I just did some photo shoots maybe 2 or 3 days ago at my old church. I had to sneak in, don't tell them. But at my old church, in the baptism pool that I was baptized in. And so I have a lot more sort of like projects that are talking about my upbringing, doing a little bit more about my journey, and also just different compilations of the work that I've done. There's such a breadth of work that I've had from the last 5 years alone. If folks didn't know, I think it was maybe 2022 to 2023 or 2024. 2023, I was did a trip across the country, road tripping. I have photos from that, just different land environments, photos from
Hmm.
projects that I've never released, photos from events that I've never released. So this next season is really about communicating all of that work, because I do think my work centers stillness. It centers finding solace in the things around us, in the mundane, the magic in the mundane. And I think right now, with everything that's so busy, sometimes you do need to look at a photo or you do need to look at a video and just take a deep breath. And I think my work does
Hmm.
that in a lot of different ways. So I think just from all of the collection that I've been doing the last few years, I'm going to be releasing a lot more of those into the community, and also thinking about, the things you're talking about, like the book table exhibits and things like that, and how can I bring this breath of fresh air to different places so that people can find that stillness in the work that I'm doing.
Yes, good stuff. I'm excited to see about you. Like I feel like I was telling Shakima whenever, because I had her to do like some behind the scenes photos and stuff, and you like a phantom. We cannot see your face. It's just the back of your head. It's just hair. I'm like, Jupe, why is Jupe a phantom in all of these in all of
Always
these
finding the
behind
back
the
door.
scenes?
Always finding the back door.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I also
Yes.
want to say, depending on when, I also was at a wedding recently, sort of like hoodoo.
Yes.
recently, and I'm really excited about those photos. I think they out in the backwoods right now, so I'm waiting for the bride and groom party to look over it and give blessings and things like that. But once they do that, dropping them as well. So yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, I almost forgot about that. It's been a busy couple months. Yes, shout
Yes.
out to Joy and Michael.
Yes.
Congratulations to them on their union.
Yes.
They had a very beautiful wedding. Very, very, very hoodoo wedding. I didn't get to attend, but I saw what was on social media, and beautiful. The dress was beautiful. The colors were beautiful. The energy was beautiful. So I'm excited to see more of those as well. Like, you've been busy. You've been on it.
Listen,
Like,
listen, that's what I'm saying. In tandem with the elements, because we've been in eclipse season. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Eclipses were on my sun and my rising and my north node and south node. So I've been like in the portal as well, like real talk,
Yeah, for
really talk.
sure.
But it's been beautiful, and I'm really grateful to be able to be a part of these things that are happening with our folks for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a blessing because, like, it's so I feel like I'm living in like two, three different worlds at a time because you turn the news on and it's in pure insanity, and I tend to kind of tune out of that stuff. I'm living in my own little world. We happy and chilling over here. We over here thriving and surviving and living our best lives. So it's definitely a blessing to have all these opportunities that are opening up and just making way for us and our extended network of people. So yeah, good time. We got less than 90 days left for the year, I think, something like that. And we
Woo!
about to power through. Yes, we already did so much. We
Oh my
already
god!
did so much. Isn't that crazy? Like it was just New Year's the other day,
Yo,
and now we
no,
almost
listen.
at the end of it.
Right, about to be cold again. I gotta go get my blankets.
I'm telling you, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Asta May says, I can't wait. It was amazing. And the photos you shot were just amazing. I keep seeing you taking so many candid photos, and what I've seen so far, amazing. 100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so beautiful documentary. I got a lot of good photos of you. like,
I
mama.
can't wait. I
Yes.
can't wait. You know what? I feel like left out. I'm like the only person that has not been shot by Jupe yet. Like, what is going on?
I'm ready whenever you are. Literally. I always be like,
What is
listen, you got a place for
there?
me to stay? You got something to eat?
Listen.
That's all
You
I
know I
need.
got you because y'all, I didn't even tell y'all that while Jupe was out here making magic, they were also looking after my crazy dog.
Oh my God. Fendi Fendi Gucci product.
Yeah, my dog, I love my dog. She is the sweetest and she adores me and she just be like loving me so much, but she is a lot. She's extremely energetic. She cannot be contained. Like she
Those
she be
humans.
running things. Okay, she be running things, but Jupe, man, you are a godsend. You are such a beautiful being. I'm so happy to have met you and to be able to share community and space with you and love you down. I'm
Thank
so excited
you.
for what's next to come. We're gonna get together. I would love for us to like, I know it's probably hard now, but I want to do Friendsgiving. I feel like I made so many connections just in the past like 1 to 2 years, and like we got all these friends across the globe and the social medias. I would love to do like some kind of like Friendsgiving thing. Maybe it won't actually be during Thanksgiving time because everybody's so busy. But in the new year, man, we gotta doggone link up. We gotta get everybody, we gotta get the gang together. Get the
I'm ready.
gang together
Yes.
for sure. But yeah, I think that's all I got today. You got any closing comments before we get up out of here?
I dropped my the link to the reel. I couldn't figure out how to do it on this, so I just went to Facebook and did it. so
Okay.
I dropped the link to the reel. Like I said, please definitely share, and I'm gonna be resharing it as well as a part of like my Hoodoo Heritage Month like
Mhm.
posting. And then I also posted my website, which will be eventually redone because that's from like 5 something years ago, but It
Mhm.
also has some of my other work on there. It has a chapbook that I wrote, I think, a couple years back at this point. That also you can kind of see the beginning of this exploration of like the self, the South, and spirit. It talks a lot about ritual. It talks a lot about grief. It's a grief chapbook where a lot of my ancestors were transitioning. I was dealing with some leftover grief, and so that's part of that. It also has my short doc Malachite that I made about South Georgia and Albany in particular, and it's just about 20. I think it's 24 minutes, 24 seconds, real short. And again, you start to see this exploration of the South, documentation, what can be created off script, just documenting regular day life. And I think it has 4 segments, 5 segments, if I remember correctly, focusing one on Black women, one focusing on Black men, one focusing on Black queer folks in the South, and then one focusing on just the land itself and just relationships. And I think I made that maybe like I think it was documentation from like 2017 to 2019, and I made it in 2020. It originally was supposed to be a installation, but COVID happened, and so I made it into a video. So definitely, please check out my site as I'm experimenting and learning with different mediums. And like I said, hopefully we'll get a rehaul soon with a lot of my newer work, a lot of my newer videos and things like that. So what I'm saying? Anybody, that's also doing anything around the South, if you want to link up, connect, do some shoots, have some ideas, like I'm open. Like I think for me, that's what I'm here to do is to be a channel and to be an observer. And I want to document our people as much as possible in the ways that we want to be seen. So y'all got my info.
Yes.
Let me know.
Amazing. I did not know you wrote a chapter book too. What can't you do?
I
What
do a
what
little, I do a little
can't
social,
you do?
I do many lives, little many lives, many lives.
Word. Well, y'all heard it. Make sure you go to Jupe's website, check out all their stuff, connect with them on social media. We'll put all their social media stuff in the comments a little bit later today and connect, like collaborate, y'all. We have to work together. It's something that Issa Rae said some time ago. I saw in a video about how people are always trying to like network up. They want to network up to whoever is the person that got, the name, the title, the fame. But sometimes your best collaboration, your best work is going to be from the people that's right next to you. Like all of this shoot came together just from knowing people. Like, oh, you know what? Jupe's going to be in town. I need a photographer. Sarah needs a photo shoot. Like we need to, and we just came together and like made something so great. And we're still working together. Like we're going to continue to do things together. So everybody network, collaborate, don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Cause I didn't know what Jupe was gonna say. I was like, you know what? I'm just ask. I got a way of getting things that I like. I have a way of like, getting what I want. So I was like, I'm gonna just ask. A closed mouth don't get fed. You never
Mhm.
know how just simply asking a question and being open and transparent can open the door for you. You don't even know. So again, thank you so much, Jupe. And I will be seeing you soon. Nikki said hello. She laughing because she knows I'm a charmer. I just be like, that's why I had to restock my eyelashes yesterday, y'all, so I could just be
I,
blinking my eyes.
per, use them eyes, use them eyes.
Yes. All right, y'all. I'm just talking. Don't pay me no mind. I'm getting off here.
Thank you. I
Everybody
appreciate
have a
it.
great weekend. Thank you. Thank you.